Hey guys! So it seems like the theme of this holiday season is decorations. If you're interested in any other kind of DIYs, then I'll leave a link to my holiday playlist up here and you can go check it out. Today's video is going to be pretty easy. I'm going to be making a wreath. So let's get started.
I'll be doing 2 wreaths, one super quick and easy one, and one from scratch. For the one from scratch, you'll need wire cutters, garland, I'm using the wired garland pieces from the tree that I made last week, and decorative pieces. I'm using some decorative garland. For a super easy wreath, you'll need a wreath base and decorative doodads. I decided to grab some berry-looking floral pieces. To make the wreath from scratch, cut a piece of wire as big as you want the wreath to be, plus about an inch or two. Mine was about 22 inches, and it made a wreath that was on the smaller side. Cut another piece that's a few inches shorter. The greater the difference, the thicker the wreath will be. For reference, my short wire is about 18 inches, which is a 4-inch difference, and mine ended up being on the skinnier side. Cut 4 extra bits of wire, about 4 to 5 inches each. This will probably be too long, but you can trim the extra off if you need to. Bend the long wire into a circle and twist the ends together to secure it. Repeat for the other long wire. Place the smaller circle inside of the big one and use the short bits of wire to hold them in place by twisting them onto each circle at the top, bottom, and sides like so. And now you have a very basic wreath blank. Now, I probably could just use this decorative garland to cover this thing, but I wanted to make a legit blank, branches and all, and I wanted to be sure that any gaps would be covered by some kind of greenery, so I first covered it with the plain wired garland from last week's project. Feel free to use normal garland for this, it should work just as well. These wire ones do have a little bit of an advantage though, as I can just twist the wire to secure it, but with the normal string garland you'd probably have to tie it down or try to wedge it into the twisted wire on the wreath base or something. In any case, simply just wrap the garland around the 2 wires until it's completely covered, and then you can decorate it however you see fit. You can stick decorative floral pieces in like I'm going to do for the other wreath, which you'll see in a bit, or you can do what I did here, where I just wrapped the other decorative garland around the wreath base, and then I called it a day. And here's how it came out. So for the easy wreath, you basically just stick the decorative pieces in and that's it. But here are some tips that I like to do that makes it look a bit more put together and not like you just shoved a bunch of decorative pieces into a wreath base. Fluff out the branches of the base. Figure out how you want to arrange the decorations. I decided to alternate the big berry pieces with these pinecone berry pieces, leaving a small gap in the bottom because I wanted to put a bird decor piece on the inside, as if the bird decided to perch there. Now stick the floral decor pieces through. Flip the wreath base over and then twist the end of the decor piece around the wreath base wire to keep it in place. Repeat this for all of the decor pieces. Now go through and tuck the wreath branch pieces down and around the decorative pieces, further securing them down, as well as making them look integrated into the wreath. I held off on adding the bird because I actually did want this piece to look more like it was just sitting on the wreath as opposed to being meshed with it, because I thought it made it look more like the bird had just landed on it and was hanging out. Also, I removed this snowy piece from the bird decor cluster because it just looked super out of place with the rest of the wreath. And here it is. I love how both of these turned out, but since the last one is bigger, that's what I decided to use for my door decor this year.
I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, please leave a like, and if you want to see more, then feel free to subscribe. I post art videos every Tuesday and DIY videos every Thursday. Thank you to my patrons for helping me produce this video. If you are interested in becoming a patron, I'll leave a link to mine right up here and you can go check it out. You can follow me on Twitter, Tumblr, Instagram, Pinterest, Snapchat, and Twitch, and I'll leave the information to all of those down below. If you have any questions or suggestions for future videos, please leave a comment down below, and I'll see you next week.